having a splendid day wherever you are in the world. Guys, it's time for round number 7 of our second season of F1 2019 career mode. We are at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit at Montreal in Canada. One of my ex-most favorite F1 circuit. It's just not the same as Baku and as Mexico, but still a track very near to my heart. You guys can see we are the best chassis on the grid as things stand at the moment, and that is something I'm really proud of. So we are actually top in a category, but I want to get the car top in all categories if I can, because that's just gonna make our season that little bit easier. We are actually also top in aero, but that is where we are lacking the power section. Yeah, we're all the way down in second to last, just ahead of Scuderia Toro Rosso Honda. So yeah, we have got some work to do. We've actually got a lot of work to do when it gets to the engine power, but still, the car's not looking too bad. At least we have a good chassis, and Canada, besides being mainly an engine track, it is also a chassis track. But guys, looking at the performance chart, you guys can see Mercedes are still leading the way from Ferrari in P2. Red Bull are literally on Ferrari's gearbox in P3. Myself in P4, Racing Point is in P5, just ahead of Williams, who are in P6. Myself, Racing Point and Williams are immensely close. McLaren P7, Renault P8, Alfa Romeo Racing is P9, and Toro Rosso are unfortunately a little bit far behind in P10. But guys, that is basically all there is to it. We have to get into the action. We can't wait any longer. That'll be rude of me to make you guys wait that long. So without further ado, let's head straight into the Canadian Grand Prix qualifying. Damn these tongue twisters.
Welcome again then, and we hope you're ready for another fantastic session as the teams prepare to unleash their cars for qualifying at the Canadian Grand Prix. Looking at this field today, Anthony, do you think we're going to see anyone take a chance? Maybe run the hard tyres and save some of the grippier tyres for the race tomorrow?
Well, I'd be surprised in all honesty. It's only the front runners that really have the pace to get away with that, and even then, at the end of the day, it's a big risk. Track position is the most important thing, and it's rarely worth sacrificing for a slightly more optimal strategy in the race, so I doubt we're going to see anyone trying it. I have been wrong before though. We certainly do see some risky decisions every now and then, and it's a gamble that's sometimes worth taking. But if it were me in the car, I would want to be on the fastest tyre for my qualifying lap, without a doubt.
So guys, not even showing you guys what happened in Q1, it's actually quite pointless. We get through Q1, and basically the only drivers that fell out, I can't even remember, I didn't even show you guys. But now we're straight into Q2, coming to the end of our first lap on the same set of worn tires. We set our fastest lap in Q1 on. Open up the DRS, it's a little bit squirmy there through the final chicane, but heading towards the line, we crossed the line with a 1 minute 8.176. Very good lap time. Guys, if you like what you've seen these first 4 minutes of the video, please drop a like down below. It's only going to take you 2 seconds. And now we're going to use a second set of tires at the end of the session to try and get ourselves into Quali 3. That is the main goal, as you guys know by now. Fast forwarding a bit to make sure that we get to the end of the session. We are actually in P7. Which, for setting a lap on a worn set of tires, that is actually quite brilliant. That shows you guys, even though the power is a bit low this weekend, the car is in very good shape around Canada. So the chassis is playing dividends this weekend. In any case, now heading onto the straight for the back straight for the final time in Q2. We have got the car in overtake, going to immense top speeds. Now braking for the final chicane here, right next to the wall of champions. We open up DRS again, 6th gear, 7th gear, and we come across the line. And do we get our heads into Q3? Yes, we do. We qualify P6. My teammate Romain Grosjean goes pole. Wow. That is an indicator. Just ahead of Charles Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton, especially just ahead of Leclerc and Bottas. Damn. Man, that was a good lap from Grosjean. Let's hope he keeps the pace in Q2. As you guys see, once again, worn set of tires. We come across the line and it's 1.1 seconds off of the time of Valtteri Bottas. It's a 1 minute 8.9. Not the best lap time, but that is a set of tires that has literally been driven in every single session. So we're gonna strap on a brand new set of beautiful red slicks, and now it is time to go out for the final time in these doom and gloomy conditions. It's very cloudy at this stage, but according to my engineer, the track grip has gone up and the times got faster. So yeah, we're going out and we're gonna see what we can get done here as we come out right behind one of the Mercedes cars. But now, guys, let's start this final lap here of qualifying here at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit. Third gear for the first corner, second gear as you go into the second one, get the car to turn in, third gear short shift to get the oversteer covered there, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear, now heading to a very fast first sector chicane, clip the curb on the inside, on both insides, run the car onto the outside curb. Now this flat out right-hander into the hardest corner of the track, clip the curb on the inside, second gear, third gear, fourth gear to kill the oversteer, get the power down as early as possible, open up DRS, hot lap mode on the ERS, now heading to another chicane. This is chicane heaven, just like Monza. Fourth gear, bounce the car over both curbs, a very aggressive line through there. As you guys see, I'm already 8 tenths up on my fastest lap. Now heading in towards the hairpin, the place where Robert Kubica had a massive crash in 2007. Coming out of the hairpin as close to the wall as possible, fast onto the throttle as quickly as you dare. Open up DRS. Now it's the top end section of the track where we lack quite a lot. 340 kilometers an hour, almost there. Hot lap as we go through the final chicane, clip the curbs on the both insides, open up DRS once again as we head to the line, and it is P!
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Verstappen, Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Guys, excuse my voice just with that end of qualifying yell there. That was a little bit pathetic. But guys, very good qualifying. Let's head straight to the Canadian Grand Prix. Yeah.
Canada has a true love affair with Formula One. The grandstands here are always packed to capacity. It's a country that has given us the likes of Gilles and Jacques Villeneuve, the thrilling Grand Prix of 79, of 98 and of course 2011. They love their motorsport in Montreal and we absolutely love coming here. If you want flat-out racing, you've come to the right place this weekend, as it's full throttle for 59% of this 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 210 miles per hour going into the final chicane. But that speed requires discipline, and there are more than a few close walls here just waiting to punish drivers with a heavy right foot. It's a favourite for fans and drivers alike then here in Canada. We're used to seeing the unexpected happen here, and with me today to enjoy it all is Anthony Davidson, a man who knows firsthand the surprises that can pop up in this race.
I do indeed. I had a good chance at some points here in 2007, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. My old colleague Takuma Sato, though, he managed to finish 6th, so the team took home 3 valuable points, and that was a big boost to everyone at the time. I'm not sure I can think of anywhere else that so consistently provides the kind of late race excitement we get here. Obviously, towards the end of the Grand Prix, the brakes are getting worn, maybe the weather situation has changed, so there's a lot to keep fighting for all the way up to that final corner.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, O'Connor and Perez, Gasly, Norris, Grosjean and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell, Raikkonen, Lucas Faber and Ricciardo, Magnussen, Stroll, Alexander Albon and Daniel Kvyat. Vettel, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Devon Butler starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care.
Thank you, Jeff. Guys, it is time for the crunch. You guys remember the previous season? We made a massive blunder on the strategy here. The 2-stop is faster than the 1-stop. So I'm gonna try 2 sets of softs and 1 set of mediums to keep myself competitive. But yeah, this is gonna be an epic Grand Prix. I hope you guys are excited. First 2020 F1 2019 F1 episode back. Please enjoy the formation lab with me and JM. Lewis Hamilton is alongside him as we head into first quarter, but he cuts off Lewis by having the stronger engine in the Ferrari. It is Charles Leclerc and Valtteri Bottas battling for P3 as I am right behind them in P4. I need to try to get past these two to stay with Max and Lewis. Max and Lewis are my two biggest championship rivals, as you guys know by now. Heading through this very first section, I catch Charles Leclerc napping, and now he makes a little bit of contact with me heading into the hardest corner of the track in my opinion. Because getting the grip down here is so hard. As you guys see, Valtteri just bolts away. He knows where the grip is, and I just couldn't find it there throughout the whole weekend. But it's fine. We are stay chasing after Valtteri as hard as we possibly can.
Alright, well done off the line. We're in a good position.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Oh my soul, I already have to defend from Max as we head into the hairpin. It's very crazy this first lap, but we keep Max behind us. Oh, Max. As we keep Charles behind us. Sorry guys, I'm still swapping the two Ferrari drivers. The two youngsters, Charles and Max. I don't know why, but I just keep swapping them around. But in any case guys, now you guys see it coming to the end of the straight. It is Max Verstappen right behind, right in front of Lewis Hamilton, ahead of Valtteri Bottas, then myself in P4 and Charles Leclerc in P5. As everybody is jolting for position at the start of the the end of the first lap. As you guys see, here's a replay of this beautiful move where I caught Charles napping. He just left the door wide open thanks to Valtteri, and that was, I wouldn't say the easiest move, but a very opportunistic move to say the least. And that is us up into P4. So, now we're heading to the rest of this Grand Prix. Here's a little view of Sebastian Vettel, who started in P19 of this Grand Prix. At this stage, I think he's actually dead last. Oh, no, he's not. He's fighting for P16 there with the two McLarens. With the two McLarens and the two Toro Rossos. He's up into P17, but not the best start for Sebastian. He should have been up a few more positions, in my opinion. As you guys see, now I'm under pressure from Charles Leclerc, as Valtteri Bottas has... Yeah, he has gotten away from me just slightly. And but he has tried to chase after the two leaders, Max and Lewis. And as you guys see, heading into the air, but again, I forced Charles to the outside. And now he is right behind me. And I think this is actually the lap where DRS has been activated. And no, not yet. So it is the end of lap 2. Stuff is going very good here for ourselves at this stage. We are in P4. But still, it is very hard to defend from this Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. And right behind him, it is the Red Bull of Pierre Gasly. But now we head on to lap 3 where DRS has been activated. And Charles is fighting with everything he has possibly got. And he is putting me under immense pressure. But as you guys see, I just force him closer to the wall and he has to back out of the move. I'm not giving up this position. You guys know season 2 is the season where I'm going to fight as hard as I possibly can. As you guys see, the Williams of Lando Norris, or is that George Russell? I think it is Norris. Yes, it is Norris as he gets past the Red Bull of Pierre Gasly, and he is now going after the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. I nearly said Sebastian Vettel. I so nearly did that now. As you guys see, now I'm trying to get away while all of these guys are pressuring one another. But we get to the end of lap 5, now the start of lap 6, and still Charles, I just can't get away from Charles. He is just so fast, and with all the time he's putting me under pressure, the top 3 are getting away ever so slightly and just more and more. So I need to get something over myself as we see Max Verstappen finally diving into the pit lane to get rid of these soft compound tires. Will Max go with double soft strategy like myself? Doesn't look like it. He goes onto the mediums, where the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton does exactly the same. So Max is firmly in control of this Grand Prix at this stage. Also, myself dives into the pit lane right ahead of the Williams of Lando Norris. Up on the jacks, the mediums go on. Remember guys, this medium stint I'm going to stretch out so I can go on to softs come the end of the Grand Prix. That is my initial idea. So now we really have to push. We are in a little bit of clean air, which is a good news.
One stop left in this strategy.
Thank you, Jeff. So we really have to push in the beginning, but we also have to nurse these tires. Basically, I'm going to push just to make sure I'm ahead of Charles Leclerc. But I think the Haas is going to have better pace on the mediums than the softs. I don't know why. I was just more comfortable on the mediums throughout practice. As we have a look here at Charles Leclerc, and he's slowing down. He's slowing down. Charles Leclerc is slowing down, guys. Oh my word, it is a complete chaos, well not chaos, but such a disappointment for Ferrari. Their one car is dominating the Grand Prix where the other car has just retired. So not the ideal weekend for Ferrari. But oh, Max has a massive double lockup heading into the hairpin as he tries to get past. I think that is Lance Stroll. But a beautiful move from Max. But that is real disappointment for the second Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Now the actual third place man. The leader at this stage, Valtteri Bottas, is diving into the pit lane, going on to a second set of soft tires. Wow, okay, that is actually very interesting. He's trying the strategy I'm trying, just one stint is reversed. So, okay, let's see what happens. As you guys see, actually Max and Lewis get out quite reasonably ahead of Bottas. So, this is really going to be a very interesting race if Valtteri can get those tires to work for him and get through the traffic as quickly as possible. But in any case, we jump back to our POV as we are caught up behind this massive train of McLarens and Toro Rossos. You guys see I go for a dive up the inside of Devin Butler. I give him the squeeze and now I am right on the rear end of one of the two Toro Rossos. You guys see Vettel is only just past the McLaren. So Sebastian Vettel in the second Red Bull is not having as good race as his teammate Pierre Gasly. Going for the move up the inside of one of the Toro Rossos as he actually goes into the pit lane. Now I'm sizing up the second Toro Rosso and the second McLaren of Lance Stroll. It was Kvyat who dived into the pit lane because Albon is next to me. A massive dive up the inside and we have gone up into P9. Guys, that is 4 cars in a span of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corners. Beautiful from myself. That is how you get stuff done on F1 2019. And as you guys see, Vettel is on old, worn soft tires. I am on brand spanking new mediums. So there's not much that Sebastian is going to be able to do. I'm going to hunt him down like a lion and I'm going to make sure I pounce on my prey and take my chunk of meat for this Grand Prix. The defending world champion is having a debut season back at Red Bull to forget. He's really not had the pace this season, and the car he has given Max Verstappen is, as far as I'm concerned, being the fastest car this entire season. So I think Vettel has been kicking himself. But as you guys see, I dummy to the right, go to the left, and now we are up into P8 ahead of Sebastian Vettel. That was actually a very easy move indeed. So now we are hunting down the drivers ahead. We are going to be in
energy harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment. Our gap to the car in front is 2.5 seconds.
Thank you, Jeff, once again. But guys, we are going to be in P4 after the first pit stop sequences are done. It is Max Verstappen leading the way from Lewis Hamilton in P2. Then it is Valtteri Bottas in P3, struggling to chase down his teammate on those soft tires. Myself actually in P4, crossing the line. There we go, P4, a very good race from ourselves. Then Norris P5, P6, it is Pierre Gasly. P7, it is Lucas Weber. P8, it is my teammate Roman Grosjean. GG's Grosjean, let's see if he can get past this racing point. So the number 8 car is in P8, that's actually very funny. P9, it is the second Williams of George Russell. And P10, the Alfa Romeo of Antonio Giovinazzi. GG's Giovinazzi, seriously, nice racing, bro. Guys, now we jump on a little bit later into the race, and this is Pierre Gasly trying to mount a move on the Williams of Lando Norris. The rear flap opens for the Red Bull. There we go, he jolts to the outside, passes Norris even before they get to the chicane. It's a beautiful move from the Red Bull driver. That is how you get stuff done here at Canada. But only a few laps later, guys, Norris said, no, I've also got pace. Let's see what you've got, Pierre. Let's see what you've got. The DRS is open for Norris, so they go onto the home straight. Now heading into T1, will Norris go for the move? He actually gets shunted by Gasly there, as Gasly shuts the door straight in his face, heading into the corner, but he goes back to the inside for the first corner, outside for the second corner, and he is side by side with Pierre Gasly heading into the very fast chicane where I overtook Charles Leclerc at the beginning of the race. So almost a carbon copy. The only thing is they went into the corner side by side. Now on the inside for this very, very tight chicane. Come on, guys. Just let go, one of you. Now they've even let Lucas Weber into the frame here. And now Lucas is going for a double move on the Red Bull and the Williams. Heading into the sector chicane. Oh my soul. Beautiful move there from Lucas Weber to get past the Williams. And from Pierre Gasly to defend. But look at the power of the Racing Point car. Oh my soul. He is on the inside of Pierre Gasly as we get to the hairpin. Oh my soul, my throat is so dry. Come on, I need a sip of water. They're going down the back straight, side by side. Who has got DRS? It is actually the Red Bull of Pierre Gasly. Will Gasly defend? Yes, he will. He will defend his position. But now he's got, instead of one Williams on its gearbox, he's got a Williams and a very, very hard fighting Racing Point. But now Norris wants to hit back as he tries to get his position back from Lucas Weber. They are side by side heading into the first corner, and now once again through the second corner. But Lucas is on the Norris is on the outside and on the slower tire. Does Lucas have the grip? Yes, he does not. They are still side by side. This has been more than a lap. Oh my soul! What is going on here? Guys, I seriously need water. My throat is so dry. That's why I'm sounding so, I don't know what the word is. Oh, but Lucas gets the position from Norris eventually. Now the second pit stops commence. Oh my soul. Okay, Valtteri Bottas is diving it into the pit lane, and he is going on to mediums. He has to go on to mediums because he had a double soft stint. Well, a double soft stints. So, oh my word. Guys, I am tired. Oh boy, there is the race leader Max Verstappen, the only Ferrari left in this Grand Prix. Guys, just give me 2 quick seconds. I'm taking a sip of water. Okay, I'm back. Why is Max Verstappen going onto the hard compound tires? That is that is weird, right? The mediums will go to the end, seriously. But now Max is pressuring me, guys. This is how far they are ahead. I don't even have the pace to compete with Max and Lewis, or Valtteri for that matter today. But Max gets past me. I knew there was no need in holding him up. I was not in the race with him. Here goes Lewis Hamilton into the pit lane. I think Max is so far ahead. Not even Mercedes has an answer for Ferrari's strategy today with Max. Max has just had the pace and the perfect strategy for the day. Although he has gone on to hards and Lewis has gone on to mediums. So maybe for the final 12 laps of this Grand Prix, Lewis is going to try and chase down the Ferrari of Max Verstappen. As you guys see, I'm just trying to stay in the slipstream of Max to tow myself along. like I'm doing here, and now I'm going straight into the pit lane as I nearly wipe out Max Verstappen. But that was my idea. I just missed Max. Now it's ourselves into the pit lane, strapping on a set of... Yes, no, guys, I swapped from the double soft to the mediums. My second stint on mediums just it wasn't as good as I hoped, and I didn't save them as good as I hoped. So, yeah, we're gonna stick it out on the mediums and run to the end of this Grand Prix. But, yes, we are still in P4, and now jumping onto the hard, chasing Lewis Hamilton on his mediums, trying to chase down Charles Leclerc. Oh, Max Verstappen on his hard tires. Oh, whoa, wait. Guys, Lewis is going slowly. Lewis is going slowly! The man who has seemed unbeatable this season is going slowly. Oh my word. Guys, we've got a Ferrari retiring and now a Mercedes. That promotes us up onto the podium, into P3. And now this championship has really opened up, guys. We start the final lap, and it is Max Verstappen leading the way from Valtteri Bottas in P2, also trying to chase down the Ferrari. Myself in P3. Oh my word, this is seriously what just happened to Lewis Hamilton. Oh my goodness, guys, this is going to open up the championship so good. But this man has been an absolute immovable object from that P1 position. Max Verstappen is going to go through the final chicane for the final time here in a very, very bleak looking Montreal, and he is going to cross the line to win the Canadian Grand Prix. Valtteri Bottas will take P2, and we are going to take P3 here today. A brilliant race from ourselves.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Fermé. What a fantastic race it was. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari do it again. Here's how things look in the drivers' table. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. Another podium. You must be getting used to it up there. It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it? Lucas, you've had experience with Devon's fast, aggressive style. Any advice for the drivers he passed today? Appreciate your time.
Guys, what an absolutely crazy Grand Prix. Guys, Lewis retired. Oh my soul. Charles retired. It was just chaos for Ferrari and Mercedes. Well, on one side of both the Ferrari and the Mercedes garage. We take P3. The championship is still alive. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm really hungry for a second win this season. The car just hasn't had the pace it had at Bahrain. And these engine upgrades have to come in thick and fast.
Fantastic podium. Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season.
That is the idea, Claire. Thank you for the congratulations. Guys, this is just, the season is heating up very quickly and we're only done with round 7. We've still got round 18 to 21 waiting for us. So seriously guys, please hit the subscribe button. You do not want to miss 1 second of this season. Don't forget to ding the bell so you won't miss any notification of any video. If you've liked what you've seen today, please leave a like down below on the video. I will highly appreciate that. And finally, if you loved what you've seen today, please share this video on all your social media platforms. I will give you a shout out in a future video, and I'll see y'all next time. Cheers!